So today we are starting with your SYIT Python programming practicals. So first practical we'll be studying about, or in practical number one, we'll be performing 2 to 3 practicals in first practical itself. So first practical is your create a program that asks the user to enter their name and their age. So it will prompt a user to enter their name and age. So print out a message address to them that tells them that year that they will turn 100-year old. So it will prompt for a user input for you input to user and print a proper message when a user uh, gives that input. So your first program will be studying or looking. Sorry. So we are using Python ideally for the same purpose. I'm now sharing my screen again. I hope it is clear. Title sharing screen is very good. Now, what is our question? Practical number one. A part. I'm just using this thing. 100-year old. So what is your question basically? Create a program that asks the user to enter their name and their age and print out a message addressed to them that tells them the year that they will turn 100 years old. Suppose your age is 21 and your birth date is 1999. So it should print year 2099 when you will be 100-year old. So let's get started with this program. So for this purpose, we need to import this date time module. So we are starting with import date time. So you can notice the changes in their color while writing. When you are using any system namespace or module, its colors is little bit changed. When you are using any input like your string or any class, its color is different. So user should prompt for input. So we are taking a variable called name, passing that input int input. It's not a proper syntax, I guess. Integer में आएगा, input आएगा because you have to take your string. क्या लेना है? We have to take a string. If we have to accept any number, then we have to pass that integer. So write or sorry, write or provide your name. Done. So this name input will be taken from user. Next, print. First message it should print hello. It should print hello along with your name. So for this purpose, we'll be using concatenation operator plus. We're using plus. Now age equal to next input we have to use is your age equal to int, then input enter your age. Is that so? Is it clear? Okay, just raise your hand. See, we have to enclose this properly. It will print. It should print some values. So we are using one method. We are using this method. Year equal to, I'm just retyping this again. Year underscore now equal to date time dot date time dot now. So I'm just, for simplicity purpose, I'm just mentioning here this purpose of this method. So it will determine today's date and time. Note that thing. See, whenever we include this kind of commenting, it is for just reference of your, for the reference of your understanding or simplicity. It's not for compiler or interpreter. The interpreter will ignore this lines. So here now date time and date time dot now. Now next is we have to check or we have to print that number when you will turn 100 years old. So for this print, you will turn 100 years in. So you have to convert that into string into integer. So string you have inserted into int 100 minus your current age and plus int. So it will be added. So suppose you have lived for 21 years. So 100 minus 21. So it will be there. So it will be around, okay, 79. Then 79 plus today's year. So it will be added at last. So I'm just currently saving this code saying that practical number 1. Practical number 1A. So I'm just saving this. I'm simply running this module. So provide your name, any name I can take. I'm just inserting Kalyan. Hello Kalyan, it is printed. So you can add some extra spaces for simplicity or a well look. I am currently entering my age, not my age, input age. I am currently entering my age is 23. So year now is defined. So module में error है. There is an error in your module. Year now is not defined. We'll see what's wrong with this program. So some mistakes. Year underscore now. Okay, not an issue. So this year has to be in capital. So let's save this program again. Let's check. I'm just, see, you can see hello. You're able to see this output, just raise your hand. See, these are the small changes you required to perform while performing this kind of practicals. See, without errors, there is no programming. Remember that. Without errors, you are not able to perform any kind of program. So I hope first program is clear though. Practical number 1A. Hello. Practical number 1A. Any problem till here? I'm just coming back to next practical. So enter a number that you have first thing and commenting part. Simple. So enter the number. Just taking a new program. Just taking this as an comment part. So your question is simple though. It should ask for a user to enter a number, and whether number is even or odd, print out the appropriate message to the user. So we are accepting any number from user, and depending on whether the number is even or odd or any zero number, so print out the appropriate message to the user. So for this purpose, what is required? So we should accept a number from a user and print the appropriate message for a user. So first, Python program to check whether if input number is odd or even. What is the parameter for determining whether number is even or odd? So we should divide that number by 2. If it is divided by 2 fully, then it is your even number. And if it is not divisible by 2, it is your odd number. So other than this number is your 0. So if remainder is 1, it is an odd number. Done. Now you're just taking an input from your user saying that num equal to basically int input, enter. So we are determining a number from user, but in a different manner. Uh, so input, it should prompt the user to enter a number, and depending upon this number, we're just checking this condition of this number, how it works. So we will be using a conditional statement called if. So num mod 2 equal to 0, then it should print it should print. We are taking this 0 as first argument, so I'll be explaining about this. Whatever user input you have taken is E1, so it should be printed in a proper format. So format.num. So this syntax is simple. Now, if you have any doubt relevant to this practical, we will be discussing later on. Now I'm taking the here else. It should print it is an odd number. I hope it is clearly visible and it is clear to you all. Whatever we are performing, just you raise your hand if you agree with me. So there might be several errors while performing this kind of practicals. So without error, you're not able to perform any kind of practicals. Practical 1B I am scoring. So if possible, once we're done with all the practicals, I'll be sharing this code with you all in compressed file. So I'm just simply saving this file and running this module. Let's see whether that number is divisible or not. So 15 is odd. You all are agree with your results, so it is working fine. Hello. Just raise your hand. 15 is your odd number, not an issue. Now what if I check for another number and I'm just passing any float value? See, invalid literal for int with base 120.50. For this kind of numbers, instead of int, we have to use float. So we are again, just note down this error or exception. Note down this error. It is your known as value error. So invalid literal for int. So we have to take float instead of int here, and again recompiling that program. So here instead of int, I may write float. So I'm just again resaving this number, program, and running this, entering number. So it is an odd number, float. Done. So when we perform this program and taking an input as an integer at a passing time, and at runtime, if you are accepting any other value rather than your integer, so it will generate a value error. Done with this? Please raise your hand if you're done with this second practical, say program number 1B. I hope it is clear and it is simple. Now next, write a program to generate a Fibonacci sequence or Fibonacci series. What is a Fibonacci series? Basically, hello, what is a Fibonacci series? Type in chat box a Fibonacci series. Let me just illustrate what is a Fibonacci series. This is your Fibonacci series. I hope you are aware of this concepts. This is your Fibonacci series. Addition of first two numbers equal to third number. That is your Fibonacci sequence. That is simply, we can say F3 equal to F1 plus F2. Third number is addition of first number and second number. Let's see what we can do here. So it should ask user how many n numbers of term you want to print a Fibonacci sequence. We should have a basic control or n terms we are taking. So first term, two terms we have to accept is simple. Here I am taking two terms, n1 equal to 0, n2 will be 1, count will be 2. See, as we have taken two numbers, n terms will be 100. So we are calculating that Fibonacci sequence up to 10 terms and check if the number is valid or not. See, it will generate lots of errors, especially in indentation part. So precisely perform these practicals with proper indentation. So first program is, if n term is less than equal to 0, print please enter a positive integer. Then we have elif, it will be n terms equal to 1, Fibonacci sequence up to n terms. So we will be printing that Fibonacci sequence. Print n1. So basically we are printing n1 from 0 to up to else. Print Fibonacci sequence up to n, and n end. So it will be ended with n1 and n2. So while count n terms will be counting that things, and nth term will be calculated as n1 plus n2, and we'll be printing that ending term. So we are updating here. After performing this, we are included n1 equal to n2 and n2 equal to nth. Then we have count equal to count plus 1. So whenever I write, see, whenever I write count plus equal to 1, that means count equal to count plus 1. Is that clear? Hello, just raise your hand. So it might give an error or exception once we save this and run this. Most common errors are your indentation. Practical 1C I am showing. So I'm just simply running this module. See, expected, indented, unindented block. You can see. So this indentation has to be very proper. Otherwise, expected indented block. Okay. Just simply saving these settings. Don't worry. Expected indented block. What is missing? Okay. It should be inside your while performing these things. So indentation has to be proper. So I'm again resaving this module, running this module. So it is generating a sequence up to 10th term, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. You can cross check whether it is working fine or not. Hello, just raise your hand if you are getting this. If not, type your doubts in chat box. Whatever part or whichever part is not understood by you in this current context. So you can have a proper discussion with this later on. So I'm just changing the n terms. I'm just passing this terms as 100. Let's check whether we are getting a different output or not. You can notice the changes. Fibonacci sequence up to 100 terms. So depending upon your input, it will generate that appropriate output. I hope this code is clear. What we have done is, we have taken two terms, count will be 2. If n terms equal to less than equal to 0, it will prompt a user, please enter positive integer. Let's see what happens basically if you are using any minus value. Okay, n terms equal to 100. Or what you can do is simply, you can take an input from a user saying that please provide enter and terms, but it will generate an error of value type. I am expecting an error here while running this. End terms, I'm using -10. So please enter a positive number. It is working fine, not an issue. So it is better to use an input from a your user instead of directly passing that. So you can see it is working fine. So it's, instead of passing parameters of value directly, so it is recommended to use an user input. Is that clear? Hello, just nod in or raise your hand if you are getting this. If you are not getting, we will be revising this concept again and again. Don't worry. So moving further, next program is your simple program. We're just printing. Sorry, we're just printing new values. Write a function that reverse the user-defined value. What is expected? We are expecting. So write a function that reverse the user defined value. What is a user defined value? It will be inputted by your user. So for saving time, I'm just passing or writing that code. So Python program to reverse a number using while loop by using a function. So here I have user def reverse underscore number is a user defined function having input as a number. So reverse will be 0 for initial purpose. Then while number is greater than 0, so remainder equal to number mod 10. Now, what is the logic behind this exactly 10 numbers? If you calculate, see, 0 to 9. If you see this 0 to 9 digit, we have to search within. Whatever number you are making, so it will be formed by using this digits. So if you count this 0 to 9, it will be exact 10. I hope it is clear. 0 to 9, it is 10. Now we are just adding these numbers and getting a remainder, and number equal to number mod divided by 10. So print reverse number. Let's see whether it is working fine or not. I'm expecting an indentation error here. So practical 1D, I guess. So I'm just see expected indented block. Whatever you are including, it should be inside this while. So I'm just saving this. Reverse is 6, 4, 5, 1. So you can notice in a first go, whatever number we have passed, it is printing its reverse of that. So I'm taking a different number. So let's see whether it is working or not. So it is printing its reverse number, absolutely. 0, 2. You can notice it ignored 0. It ignored 0 reverse number. It should be greater than 0. Okay, not an issue. Reverse number is reverse. So moving ahead, next practical or next program is simple. See, in first program itself we have programs up to practical itself we have programs up to F. So we are currently on D. Now next program is of your Armstrong number. What is an Armstrong number? Hello. What is an Armstrong number? What is an Armstrong number basically? Just type in chat box. What do you mean by Armstrong number? Armstrong numbers are numbers whose cubic addition of each digit is that number itself. Is that clear? Armstrong numbers are numbers whose cubic addition of each digit is that number only. Okay, got that? So, for example, 370, 371, 153 are your example numbers. So here we have taken an user defined function def Armstrong num sum, find the sum of the cube of each digit, temp equal to number. We required a temporary number for storing this number. So while we are just simply indenting this part, sum digit temp equal to temp, then we have print. It should be inside this. Print will be inside this else, and rest part will be inside this. Let's save this program as practical one. E, I guess. E. I'm just saving this. It will generate an exception. Name num is not defined though. It is saying that num is not defined here. See, again I am saving this program. So enter a number to check whether it is Armstrong number or not. So 370 is an Armstrong number. Is it clear? Now if I pass any other number, so 145, it is not an Armstrong number. It is clear. What is an Armstrong number? Whose cubic addition of each digit is that number itself. 370, 371 and 153. So we can have one more program if possible in today's session. There is a concept called palindrome of a number. Palindrome of a number or palindrome number. What is that palindrome? Hello, palindrome. So it is E2 basically. Palindrome number is whatever you are writing. If you are reading that in reverse number, it is the same number in palindrome string. So Malayalam is in palindrome string. 1E2 I am saving. So we are discussing about palindrome numbers. We are not taking palindrome strings. So palindrome is your 1 to 1. If you read from front in a linear order or in a backward direction, it is one and the same. So we are expecting it is in palindrome number 1 to 1. If you are taking any other number like your 153, this isn't a palindrome. Very good, not an issue with this. What we are doing is we are taking an input from a user, reverse of a number, it should be 0, no reverse values. It will check for a user whether that number should be greater than 0, digit equal to number mod 10, so for a remainder. Then we have reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus that digit. Then we have n equal to n mod divided by 10. Then we have temp equal to reverse. So we have to print that reverse. So you can find out finding that reverse number and palindrome, it is same, but difference in between palindrome number and reverse of a number is that in palindrome that reverse and the number itself has a similarity, but in reverse it is not same. Clear? Now next is your F part, that will be your last program in practical number 1. So write a program to find a factorial of a number using a recursion. We have already discussed about your recursive functions. I hope it is clear. Recursive functions using recursion. So basically in Python we have two types of functions, that is user defined functions and predefined function. That will be your built-in function, it is also known as. Here we are just using these numbers. What we are doing is define, recur, factorial function to return the factorial of a number using a recursion. If n equal to 1, return n, else it will return n this number into recur factorial n1 n minus 1. So we have prompted a user for num equal to int input a number, check whether the number is negative. So if your number is negative, it should print a number valid message. We are using elif statement since we have to include lots of else if else part. So I am just first saving this practical 1 f dot p1. So just saving this number or saving this practical. So enter a number, 5 factorial is 120. What if I am passing any value in a negative way? Sorry, factorial does not exist for a negative number. So it is working fine. Done. What is the factorial of 1? 0. Factorial value of 0 is 1. So your code is working absolutely fine. Done with this. Now let's have a quick look what we studied in today's practical. We performed 6 to 7 practicals in today's session. We started with practical number 1. So that will be used for creating a program that asks the user to enter their name and their age and print out a message addressed to them. So that tells them that the year that they will turn 100 years old. Then second practical we perform, we have taken a number from user and check whether it is odd or even. Then in next, write a program to generate a Fibonacci series. Then we had write a function that reverses the user defined values. Then write a function to check the input value is Armstrong or not. What is an Armstrong number? Cubic addition of each digit equal to that number itself. For example, 370, 371, 153. Now next is palindrome. Palindrome is if you are reading string in a forward direction or backward direction, it is one and the same. It is applicable for numbers also. Then we have next is factorial. Factorial logic is simple. Fact equal to fact into I. If you are using recursion, some changes are there. Done with this. So here we conclude